I still don't know the gender of the baby. Nor do I want to. I've already done the thing during my first pregnancy. I did prenatal appointments, I did the ultrasounds, and um, it's not really me. I don't really align with going to an OBGYN office to do things that I can do at home, like measure my weight, check my blood pressure, and I do those things already because I like to know that I'm healthy. So, yeah, I decided I actually want to have a wild pregnancy, which basically means that you are not seeking any professional care while you're going through your pregnancy, nor will you seek professional care when you are having your birth. And as an outsider, you might think, well, if you've experienced loss before, wouldn't you want a medicalized process now that you do have a viable baby? Well, my response to that is if stillbirth happens, God forbid it happens to me, miscarriage in pregnancy happens, miscarriage happens in the first trimester, it happens in the second trimester, it happens in the third trimester. If there's not much a doctor can do if there is no heartbeat, so I don't really see the need of seeing a doctor. And if you've experienced prenatal care before, it's not anything special. It's really just meeting with a healthcare provider to record your vitals, and then you talk about how you're doing physically, mentally, emotionally, and then they point you to resources, or they offer antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, which is something that I don't take anyway. Healthcare providers also have a view on birth that does not align with me. I believe in natural, physiological, sovereign birth, and the sovereignty comes from God and not doctors, not me. So it's God's will. And I feel the same way about holistic midwives, because even though I did have a holistic midwife for my first pregnancy, which I loved. I would crawl over broken glass to birth with my midwife again. However, I cannot justify the price anymore because she was able to sit at my birth enough for me to look back and realize, like, I'm the one doing this, I'm the one birthing. She is witnessing my birth just as much as she is there in case emergencies occur. But at the end of the day, I birthed the baby, I birthed my son, and she put him on my skin. We nursed, and I paid her $6,000. And I feel like when I experienced my miscarriage, I was very anxious, of course. And you would think that my mind would be completely changed and I would go back to what I know. But I did feel that way. I did feel anxious. I did have the urges to get ultrasounds and check the heartbeat of the baby with a fetal Doppler. But now that I'm further along, that anxiety has completely tamed, and I feel like I'm back to that wild woman that I became when I birthed my son. And that is why I am choosing a wild pregnancy and why I am choosing to free birth. So essentially, yeah, I mean, I can obviously go a lot deeper into why I am choosing the free birth, but those are essentially in a nutshell, like, I don't believe in the healthcare system, and I also believe in myself more than I believe in handing over my care to a holistic midwife. My midwife is the one who enabled that in me, in fact. So yeah. But yeah, those were my symptoms of the 5-week gestation, and I'm doing really well. I'm 15 weeks now, and I will probably come on here and talk more about pregnancy, and as well as obviously talk about my faith journey and talk about my kids, my family. Yeah, I definitely want to just take advantage of YouTube because it's a major outlet that I've always liked, and I've always seen myself putting myself out there via YouTube. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon.